Hello everybody, welcome to another video. So today I'm just bringing you a quick one. I was looking for a little jug where I can just get a lot of thermal paste for a good price, and I ran into this brand here. I went to look for a website, you know what I mean, just to see if it even exists. And yeah, apparently it's it's a legit product. I'm not saying that it is good or better than other thermal pastes out there, but it is, yeah, here it is. You can get it for about $50 on AliExpress. I got this for about $30 on sale. Yeah, it's 200 grams. Even Walmart sells it. So if you want to order locally in the States, then Walmart also has this thermal paste as well. They also carry the, let me see here, the this is the 8301 is what Walmart is selling, but here they're advertising the 3207. So yeah, there you can see it there. So yeah, anyway, so I decided to get a little tub, a little jug like this, just to see how this thermal paste compares to MX-6 or Duronaut. And again, I bought this right here, this much, because I go through this stuff like crazy. So for me, it makes sense, but you can also buy this stuff in the little tubes, just like you would with other normal thermal pastes. So let's get into the video and see how this performs. All right, so this is something new to me. Maxtor thermal paste. Now, according to their website, their OEM thermal paste, I cannot verify or deny that. My understanding is that Dow Corning has that pretty covered. They are the OEM for thermal pastes that you see in CPUs and a lot of graphics cards today. So yeah, that's the thermal paste that they're using. A lot of these AIB and even reference cards, yeah, they're Dow Corning is, yeah, anyway. But Maxtor says that they're OEM. I don't know. I've never actually heard of this paste. I ran into it in AliExpress. I went to their website. It looks, besides all the AI on it, it looks, yeah, like a nice website. It looks professionally made. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this out of this box here, because I think it's screaming to be let out, and see what this looks like. So what we're going to be doing today is comparing this here to MX-6 and Duronaut and see how it behaves. And okay, so we got some spatulas here and finger gloves, Another thing too is that you can find this paste. You can find this one here and others that Maxtor makes. You can find this stuff in little tubes. So that's it. That's all there is in here. You can find them in little tubes, like, for example, like this. Also, I just happened to buy this here because it makes more sense for me, due to the fact that I go through this stuff fast. So to me, it just makes more sense to buy a whole like this. Now they're claiming, as you can see there, 6 watts per meter Kelvin. Shelf life, they say it's 1 year, but yet here they say warranty 5 years. So I don't know about that, but anyway, so stored 12 months at room temperature. Please stir before using, blah 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 blah. So yeah, so this is the Maxtor MT-3207, 6 watts per meter Kelvin. But nowadays that doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. So let's go ahead and open this up. So they expect you to stir this up also. Okay. Which, yeah, okay. Wow, all right. Let's pick some of this stuff up here. And yeah, okay. You know what this reminds me of is, yeah, they want you to stir up because some of the stuff kind of breaks down here at the bottom. You can see kind of liquidy stuff there. So that's why they're saying that you should stir it up. It is pretty viscous, this stuff is. It is not as easy to work with as Noctua NTH2. This is pretty, yeah, it's pretty viscous. It's not too viscous or too hard, but yeah, it does resemble MX-6 in consistency and viscosity. Yeah, so there you go, if you wanted to look in there. But yeah, so the idea today is to compare this paste with Duronaut and MX-6. Still got the data from the last video, from the last test. So we'll just be comparing this to those two pastes and see how this performs. Same graphics card, the RTX 2070, because why not? So let's go ahead and put this away for now. Just close it up. But it is kind of messy, as you can tell. See, so yeah, just handling it. This stuff gets all over you. This is, might as well. I already got it all over my fingers. But for you, if you're just buying this thermal paste for your GPU that you maintain maybe once a year, I wouldn't recommend this because, I don't know, this says shelf life 1 year. By then, this probably be hard. I don't know. Can't verify that or can't verify it. So, yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and clean myself up and we'll put this stuff on the 2070, throw it in the system and see how this stuff performs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this apart. Again, we'll be using our 2070 for this test. Now, currently, under the hood, right now, we've got Duronaut being used. And this has been in this graphics card since the last test. So we'll see what the contact looks like. Any pump out or anything like that, we'll be able to tell right now. Okay, there we go. And okay, well, that's the imprint on the heatsink. As you can see, it looks okay. It looks like I would expect. So, pretty good contact there. And it doesn't look like pumped out much. You see kind of a pattern there, like a, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe that. That's not empty, or free paste. It's actually on the heatsink, so this is the negative of what's on the heatsink. All right, let's go ahead and clean this up and try our Maxtor. What is this? Maxtor MT-3207. All right, fellas, so let's go ahead and apply this stuff. And I have never used this before. Like I said, I just happened to run into it on AliExpress. They actually have a store on AliExpress. So I bought it from them. Yeah, this stuff here, you have to kind of grab it like this because it's really messy, as you can tell. Pretty messy. So we'll put this here. I already gave it a good shaking, so we'll go with this here. And actually, this is not as viscous as MX-6. Let me take that back. Or Duronaut. This is actually pretty soft. Not as viscous as the latter, Duronaut, which is easier to spread, in my opinion. Okay, and that, I think it's enough. And man, this stuff is just, when you get it here on the edge, yeah, it's just a mess. This stuff is a mess, so you have to yeah, be careful how you handle it. You don't want to get this stuff constantly in contact with your skin. It goes without saying. There it is. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. All right, so here's our application of this paste and what it looks like. So let's put it back together and see how this performs. And again, this is the first time that I try this thermal paste. I have no idea how this is going to perform. But the parameters that we're going to be sticking to will be the same as in the last video where I compare Duronaut with MX-6. The ambient temperature is 23 Celsius. All right, there we go. All right, fellas, so here we are. We've applied our profile. So the power limit all the way to the max. Sorry for the focus issues that I'm having here with this camera. We're not tinkering with the voltage. Same as before, 1500 on the frequency. And the fans will be locked at 50%. And here are our sensors. That's what our idle temperatures will look like. Let's go ahead and get the fur ball going here. And there you have it. Okay. Now we'll wait 20 minutes. First, let's go ahead and reset here. There we go. Start over right as the benchmark is going. All right. See you in 20 minutes. Well, all right, fellas. It's been 20 minutes already. And this is what our temperatures look like. So this has not gone, let's see what the average or what the max has been. Okay, so we'll say 70. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Yeah, we'll just say 70 for that. And the max on the hotspot has been 83. So 70 and 83. And yeah, let's see what our average is. Yeah, I haven't done the average on any of the other pastes, but in case you're wondering what the average is, here you go. This is a run of 20 minutes. Yep. So there you have it. There you have it. That's your Maxtor MT-3207 thermal paste. I'll say it's pretty decent for the price. That whole tub cost me about $30. So that was on sale though. But yeah, I'll say it's worth it if you're a technician or if you're going through thermal paste as fast as I do. Then yeah, it's worth it. If not, you can get your little tubes that you normally get with MX-6 or any of the other pastes. Yeah, because they also make them like that. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I have for now. That's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. If you didn't, for whatever reason, you also know what to do. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in the next one.